strong.
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Duren in at the 5, roaming the paint. Clock at 6. Allen with his screen for Garland. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here are the Pistons with the ball. Here's Cunningham out to Thompson. Harris outside. Good on the triple.
You can just see how decisive Harris is. Effective at catching passes and just firing it quickly.
Pass to Okoro. Mobley outside. Lets it go from deep. And the 3 ball is good.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Out to Thompson. Fires the 3. Mobley with the rebound. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Since his first day in the league, Richard, Evan Mobley has been an elite defender.
And that's why he's been compared to Hall of Famers like Kevin Garnett. But we still need to see him develop the offensive end for those comparisons to be fair.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Harris a screen on Garland. Here's Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And I love how Cunningham dictates the pace. You can't speed this guy up. He forces you to play at his speed.
Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And here is Okoro. Mobley misses. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. Let's see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David. Okoro passes to Allen. And the layup is good.
With an over 9-foot standing reach, Allen can go over you, around you, however you want it.
And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Cunningham. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Cunningham against Garland. From outside, off the mark. For Detroit, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Ivy finds Harris. Harris setting the pick for Cunningham. Back to Harris. Shoots over Mobley. Thompson for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
Harris against Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 4 rebounds in this game. Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them, Greg.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
Cunningham passes to Duren. That puts them in the lead.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers, trailing by 2. Allen surveying the D. Pass to Mitchell. Harris against Mobley. Detroit with the rebound. Duran's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Over to the left wing. Back to Harris. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Basket good.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Mitchell outside. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pistons lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Cleveland. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what do you think so far from what we've seen from the Pistons?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Pistons leading by 4. The guard and off guard are Mitchell and LeVert. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. And it's Gallinari in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
Just a special offensive talent. We don't see guys like Cunningham come through the league that often. And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Niang's checked in. Got that bucket in no time at all. Niang's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once-proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. It's Cunningham with the drive. Yep, it counts. Cunningham's got 8 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's LeVert. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And what a great touch on that shot from LeVert. Even the foul can't interrupt the rhythm of his mechanics.
A different look here for Detroit. Asar Thompson comes in for Holland. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Malik Beasley. Duran with a screen on LeVert. Cunningham drives in.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
Pass to Strus. Gallinari outside. Now Mitchell puts it up. Duran pulls it in.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Break 14 wins last season, a franchise record low.
And Kevin, if you look, Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner in the Motor City.
And it's LeVert missing. Pistons leading by 8. Cunningham outside. Pass to Duran. Ivey with it. Duran sets the screen for Ivey. And slam dunk by Ivey.
And man, can Ivey fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Niang. Mitchell outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. A different look now for Cleveland. Jared Allen's checked in for Gallinari. Okoro comes in for Max Strus. And it's Garland in for Karis LeVert. And a switcher also for Detroit. Tobias Harris is checked in for Isaiah Stewart. Cunningham kicks to Thompson. Off target from three-point range. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Pass to Garland. 1:51 left in the first half. Here's Okoro. No good from outside. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And one thing we see from Isaac Okoro almost every night, Richard, his defense is spot on.
Yeah, he's shutting down some of the top guys. This team feels like he's one of the best on-ball defenders in the league. And as a bonus, his offensive game is starting to come around.
Mitchell outside. From past the arc. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
Harris outside. Curran sets the screen for Harris. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Harris has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Mitchell outside. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the half. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots. Cunningham, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Isaac Okoro. For Detroit, they have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. Aston Yang. Garland with a screen on Harris. Off target from outside.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Cunningham's shot is off.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Niang banked in off the glass. Niang's got 5 points now this quarter.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
And he trains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand.
The previous play is under review.
Just yet, officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Detroit Pistons. Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played for every team in the league, so I'd like to ask him first, Ernest.
Well, everybody wanted me, Kenny, don't be jealous. I say LA is way up there. You know, because you're always home. Especially during the 3P days. It was very, very hot there.
And weaving back to the first half of our game, Cade Cunningham showing out.
He's imposing his will at the offensive end. Points are coming from down low. You know what I'm saying? Ernie, you ever get low?
Oh, I can drop it to the floor. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
On the court for the Pistons, inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy, and it's Thompson in at the 3. And here's Harris from the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Kicks it out to Mitchell. That 3 off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much.
And on that drive, Cunningham utilizing that athleticism, blitzing the defense the moment he sees an opening.
For 3, Mitchell. It's hauled in by Harris.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Ivy. 6 to shoot. Duren sets the screen for Ivy. Again, the Pistons good for 2. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to talk to his guys.
And let's check out some stats for Cade Cunningham. Coming off a terrific season. Last season, how about 22 points per? 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
I've played with someone like him, the type of player that looks to get others involved first. That's my type of teammate.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And Richard, Cleveland this summer able to sign Donovan Mitchell to a 4-year contract extension.
And that's a relief for Cavs fans. Mitchell is the biggest star they've had in Ohio since LeBron. Keeping him in the fold is crucial for the dynamic of their team.
Garland, no good.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Pass to Duren. Thompson for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Thompson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Garland against Cunningham. Garland with the bucket.
Looking for a high percentage shot. Garland wants the best look he can get.
Pass to Duren. Duren with a screen on Garland. Here's Cunningham. For 3, Harris. Garland with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Here's Okoro. Good D by Thompson. Duren finds Cunningham. Sinks the three-pointer. Cunningham's got 7 points for the quarter.
And defense has to guard Cade in the corner. He will take and make that shot.
Now, here's Garland. Pass to Mitchell. The three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mitchell's got 9.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And here's Ivy. Duren sets the screen for Ivy. Over Mitchell, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 9 points for Jaden Ivey.
Too smooth from the mid-range. Defenders can't let Ivy get comfortable from there.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Mitchell against Ivy. From deep. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And here's Harris from the arc. And Okoro pulls it down. For three. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pistons ahead, leading by 17. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Cleveland. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. Gallinari is out there with Wade. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. That's a 2 from Cunningham. The offensive rebound. And Stewart gets it to go. Stewart's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Pistons. The Cavaliers trail by 19. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Pass to Stewart. In the corner, Ivy with it. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Pistons lead by 19. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Garland surveying the D. The shot from the low post is good.
You can see the change in approach from him since the break. He's been a menace after being held scoreless in the first half.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Okoro, he's checked in for Cleveland. Pistons leading by 17. Pass to Ivy. Cunningham for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Cunningham's got 10 points in just the second half.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Stewart with the screen on Garland. Cunningham passes to Duren. Here's Ivy. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Garland kicks to Okoro. Driving the lane. And it goes down 2 points. Okoro's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, Garland is good at finding his guys out there. He's selfless with the ball.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. A different look now for Cleveland. Jared Allen comes in for Gallinari. And it's Mobley in for Max Strus. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for the Pistons.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
The wide open look here for Garland. And another 3 for Cleveland.
such a consistent shooter. Garland has worked so hard on his three-point shot.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
Once again, Ivy showing us what he's capable of. What a night.
Garland dishes to Mitchell. Back to Garland. Launches a three. Rebound, Detroit. Duran's Detroit leading by 19. Duran with a screen on Garland. Cunningham passes to Thompson. 1:32 left to play in the final quarter. Cleveland has gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Pistons.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Cade Cunningham.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Duran with a screen on Garland. Ivy on the wing. Duran sets the screen for Ivy. That one good for 2. And the Pistons lead by 15.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Garland against Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was.